Just before lunch one day, a puppet show was put on at school. It was called Mr. Bungle Goes to Lunch. It was fun to watch. In the puppet show, Mr. Bungle came to the boys' room on his way to lunch. He looked...
I use videos in my graphic design class and in my web design class to show new tutorials. For example, in Photoshop, I'll show a tutorial video on how to, create a brush or add colors, and the students can look through all the different videos and choose a tutorial that would be easier for them and to follow along with the program. Same with web design, how to create HTML coding. They can look at all different kinds of tutorials in the video on TeacherTube or YouTube.
The thing with almost human brain, Electro the Robot. You asked for it.
I am Electro.
It's a great learning tool for shop and tools safety. So kids can see how to properly use the equipment before we actually go in and I demonstrate and they learn on their own how to use equipment. I also use documentaries, sort of like Nova Science Now, or sections of them that relate to current units. For example, if we're doing alternative energy or even transportation, we'll look at electric cars, we'll look at, they'll watch videos on, geothermal power generation, wind generation, those kinds of things where the kids can see current solutions and brainstorm future needs or future solutions. Also, I'll ask them about, benefits and drawbacks to what they saw on the video afterwards. So we can bring that into the classroom and talk about what do you think some of the challenges are with wind energy, for example, or geothermal, or you name it, solar and other things that, so they can think about some of the things that are preventing those technologies from taking off or being ubiquitous.
Basic fundamentals of how things work. We use videos for repair. YouTube, we use YouTube to look up how to do something. There's YouTube videos on everything. A lot of kids, we use that instead of the service manual for stuff a lot of times, or with the service manual to see a visual of how it works. We use videos when we do electricity, to show how electricity works. I have video programs that they're interactive, that you can move the DVOM functions around to actually test circuits on the computer screen. We use videos probably every week.
Just want to share how we're using video for our football team here at Caldwell. We've been using the video editing system, Huddle, and it's an online system that we've been using. It's one that our kids are able to download onto their phones, their iPads. They've got apps for it. They are able to watch video, and we're able to put in our comments and do some things that have been really helpful for the learning process. And we've seen that growth in our football players, by way of watching video and using it. So that technology piece has been huge for us in our improvement, and I think it'll be a big piece of us, continuing to make progress on the football field just because of that learning piece.
As a pastor, I'm always looking for new ways and new things that I can add into my pastoral instruction that will enhance that instruction. Ways that I can connect better with the listener, with the people in my congregation. And I've often used video as one of those techniques or one of those tools that enhances the message that's being delivered. Sometimes I will use some sort of a parody or some sort of funny video clip or something like that that is along the line of the message, or perhaps I'll use something that's relevant from recent news or what's happening in the world or something like that that enhances the message that I'm trying to deliver. It's not that video takes over that message or becomes a huge part of it, but something that just allows better connection. You know, so many times we just think that we can do the same thing over and over again and reach and connect to new and different people, but this is a generation that's caught up in technology, and they want to see that, and they have expectations of it. And in order to reach them, sometimes we have to look at new and fresh ideas. And using technology in our pastoral instruction is a great way to reach individuals in the church.